Yampa is Casamampa, Numbanakai, Yamshia, is Casamiania, Nama, Niama Ayabasa. This is High Life Radio, and I would the boy Patrick Barfi, Sikasem program, and I'm a debro no. Catch you near on some country or near be. Na yɛde bɛhyehyɛ so ano no ɛnɛ yɛwɔ interesting topic paa ɛwɔ sɛ yɛdiscuss nti no ka kyerɛ nua bi na ɔno nso nka nkyerɛ no deɛ yɛtwa yɛn ho aba na yɛde akɔ abɛhyehyɛ so. Yampa is Casamampa. See, I'm here is Casamia, and Yama, before I say, again, this is your boy Patrick Barfi, High Life Radio, and I would say Sikasem program, no any the brono. Financial peace education every Monday at the brono. Place a baby the boy a man for or an educate a man for financial peace, whereby you reduce your risk. You're helping crowd for more invest at the same time. So helping crowd for a more a free income. Say the Biameka say, oh, problem be for finance one share every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. Na yenye sikasem ho adwuma. Me de chat no beto me de we no beto chat no link no opese o dial in na opese wo bibia obetimi aka so a obetimi me ate wonka. Now, and your topic now very interesting. So retirement, how to turn your car payment into $1 million retirement. You move be road account a kunye. ama yɛyɛ nneɛma bebree a yɛ a ɛnkɔ so. Nti no ɛnɛ yɛbɛdiscuss ne ahwɛ sɛ ne ɛsi teɛ. Te sɛ deɛ mekaeɛ no, mede to chat no mu wɔ any biribi bi a wobɛka afa ho a you are welcome. You are welcome. But sɛnea yɛde biara ɛsiɛ no before sɛ yɛbɛstart no, before sɛ yɛbɛstart yɛbɛka biribi kakra, inspirational talk kakra, na afei yɛde atoa so. No, mede ato chat box no nti no obi a wopɛ sɛ dialing in wɔ question wɔ biribi a wobɛtumi adialing in. So ɛna yɛnhwɛ deɛn ɛna yɛwɔ sɛ abrabɔ no yɛ den bebree a ɛyɛ den paa, anaasɛ when life hits a ɛdeɛn ɛna wɔyɛ. Ɛmu bebree abrabɔ no yɛ den a deɛ ɛyɛ ne sɛ na sɛ yɛgyae nneɛma no ɛyɛ deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ. Abrabɔ yɛ den a ɛwɔ sɛ wotake control. Ɛwɔ sɛ womake sure sɛ wogye wo life back, because that is life. Sometimes nneɛma nkɔ yie, ne da bia na nneɛma bɛkɔ yie saa. Nti no sɛ nneɛma wɔ down a ɛwɔ sɛ wo so tumi fɔ so sɛ wonyɛ down bebree. I want to encourage you today. You see, it's not always about you. When it's about the things around you, it's always about what is happening inside you. You know, how you feeling. You say, abrabɔ na yɛ den. Nneɛma bi a one person can be happen, na happen wɔ life mu. Nneɛma bi a na unsusu sɛ bɛba na start to say ba. What do you do? You know, because you are discouraged doesn't mean that you have to discourage. Because you feel afraid, no, it doesn't mean say also you have to be fearful. What's the nature? No, it's life. It's got to say yes, you make sure say yes, you are sorry, you can do it, you can do this. You see, you go through so many things right now. You know, it's just in the economy, and you may see Koswa, and but some life here, sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. But ubitinya, and then may encourage you, say, situation be don't give up. Don't give up. Ubitinya, financial situation is so difficult. I want to mean here. Don't give up. Ubitinya, Nina so best kakra. Let me see. You know, like I said, maybe because we have free. Now you have to be fearful. Life is down. You draw more things right now. Life's in the city, it's either you are going through things, you are in things, I feel never started, and I say you are getting out of it. It's the beyond a cycle, but what do? You have to be tough, very tough when you get to this point. Be a good to be a piano. It shows say more encouragement, say it doesn't matter what situation I will go through, and then not inspirational talk no. Yo, my retirement, how to turn your car payment into $1 million retirement. How to take your car payment into $1 million retirement. So you show me do you ever feel like you're out of cash before the paycheck, which is you go through no. Just say we always out of cash even before the paycheck never came. Before the paycheck never came, not to say Yesikano, we will see a dear we was that situation man. We should about 75% of the population are the same situation. That's what we call paycheck to paycheck. It's never how much you make. You know, Nipobu outside Kenya make 500,000, but you are broke because it's kind of a total accounts man and and yet about that, it's about Sika a total accounts man is there now. Sika a total accounts man is there now. So the American it's kind of be real on the crowd already. And the internet money, yes, sir, because you have spent this kind already class and a drill. Your paycheck number 20 is gone already. Paycheck Ebana is gone. Why? Because it was so many debts. You can think of any payment in this world, from car payment all the way to furniture payment. There was so many payments. It's kind of by an echo. You see, now the money you cry and say, your friend is saying, lifestyle creep. You try to be increasing your income. You try as much as possible be increase your income, which a year it may increase. And so, DNA, say the piano increase income now. We go out there, buy something, and start making payment on it. And I say, Sikana payment near the Bemuno, Yasako says, the Biani Hotri, the Hotri. One of the things apart from house, one of the things your tow expensive a car. He house through another thing your tow expensive a car. But the buy side car versus house, let's say, car a losing investment because it goes down in value. Unlike house, our most all things being equal, always go up in value. Very recently I know say we between catch him to see I say, oh, me talk car 2019, 20,000. Now I'm saying do point we worth 30,000, which is true. Because of the situation. I'm saying BBB in see that crowd will be as a cars usually, we have classical cars and they sometimes they go up. That is different. The normal cars I use, it goes down in value. Now Shima, a car United States individuals combined a day our account is about 1.5 trillion. 1.5 trillion. It's a money easy my if you move be on my car payment. You will be bree our car payment. And sometimes who's amount for a car payment in your we don't plan and once it will be car payment. You have to do the same thing you probably bring to be it's easy to look around you and see things people are doing and also know what follow. You just follow the same way because if you be and brother or sister be car payment into sorry and also we don't know any be brave inside coba. Sometimes that car payment is they make we house through one of the biggest investment that by BBA because we invest in car because it goes down in value. Now car in idea combine. This is something that is killing us. If the chasing you see a fire, you turn this instead of say all the time maybe car payment bit me changing it in the be for fry bit me a boy. If you say they make an issue 1.3 trillion, I'm say student loan chain a crazy 1.3 trillion and then a car yet. Averagely, if my the cabby bree or car. You share a discussion or hand. You share one, DNA bit me. See, sometimes you say, the can say, oh, millionaires dear, on to car. And I say, you want to say, Sunny, see, no, as on to car, they don't pay for it, almost our loan, our castle. And yet, true, study shows say millionaires, on to car, by 4-year car. They don't usually buy new cars. Everything that we are saying, is temporal. It doesn't mean say throughout your life, will be able to use all throughout. Short term, after that, we build it up, we self here financially, you take control of your finances, you can do so many things. Because so many people that we see that they are enjoying, and I said they are winning in finance, they are winning with money right now. Almost start to save, almost start to almost the big things, almost start so almost save more. Now, be comfortable. That is when they start buying those things. Sometimes who should be you should yes, you see to the same thing. Unim ipano savings are why from and son or they toss it's kind of the finance, any one fit all try so follow beer. Will be to me our trouble because we one more or starting free baby on the car, so starting free baby or the car. It's not something that will be to me a full you'll be their basis I also use it to me it financially everything above but in higher levels I'll be here because like I said it's not one fit for all. The benefit will be all right and fit me. Hey, you who say now say ya dream man say and millionaires what they do is they buy cars on payment, which is never true. Ushima average American millionaire, they don't use new cars, they use slightly used cars, about around 4 years old car with about 41,000 mileage on it. And usually a Toyota or Honda. And yet the air drain set millionaires use Ferrari and a Lamborghini. No, in your sanity, you know, yeah, me count had the say people that we see, not all of them, that is since we used to flashy cars, big house, and all those things. No, they are called consumers. Most of them are broke. And no money now, but most because they put everything on payment. And these people they make a lot of money. Most of them will make above million, will make more than millions, will make million, but will spending 1.2. That means that 200,000 is going somewhere on credit. It's you know, say scaffold and also who should be who scan who fees or winning money because the flashy things you see, the flashy cars, you know, those things no, they also need or winning money. You see that they are using big cars now office sanity also try so kwakuyebi and yes sanity average study shows the average American millionaire, you know, use a slightly used car around 40,000 miles on it, and most of the time it's either Toyota or Honda. That is cars we use to. You see, like I said, yeah, thanks when we use to big house and all that. They live in a 26 square feet house. So like a house that Utima and Semetim, the same thing. So it could be your neighbor, right? Then yes, they know say when you make payment, it's hard to win with money. You're making a lot of payments all the time. It's hard to win with money. You see, importantly, you say 8 out of every 10 millionaires, they buy cars and buy cash. It's tough to buy cash and buy a car and buy a car and buy cash. So we're going to go the process step by step. How years are there? You know, who said will be when you was schema and I say who should be uh drive bibi and we bibi and yes ofiti and I sometimes more strategies, almost snacks, almost planning as an more yes you know, so the American research say no millionaires momuno they are mostly likely so on the car on the total payment. You see, we should make sense. No millionaires no mum ebe car or make payment. Millionaires no they don't usually do that. Why? Because when you say car payment hurts. Car payment hurts is something that a bit me take your future away financially. It hurts. But payment all the time, no, and the more live paycheck to paycheck. If you have so many things paying, by the time paycheck getting into your hands, now the call. Why would you want to use your most valuable item, with your most worth building tool, that is your income by far? No question about that. Your most world building tool, your income. No question about that. And no nebetinya bow, I'm build your income, and I say build worth. That is your income. Why would you want to give that away? All the money comes in, all the money goes out. Why? Because we have so much payment, we have so much debt, you know, and car payment being one of the biggest after house payments, you know, that is where the focus should be. And that is what is killing us. Because we show my average payment these days, you know, for car payment, you know, it's a lot, you know. So millionaires, you know, more figure out say it's not wise. You know, sometimes it doesn't even make sense. Let's look at it this way. You know, I make 70,000 a year and I'm using a 60,000 car. You see, one I won't join this by sanity. Does it really make sense? You know, your yearly payment is your car. Or your yearly payment is your car. You know, one I won't but that is what you are doing. It doesn't make sense. You know, rule of thumb says that at least your car payment, and I say your car, and you say your payment, your car worth shouldn't be more than half of your income, half of your yearly income. So if I make 100,000, I shouldn't have a car more than 50,000, unless you're a millionaire. Why? Because car goes down in value. If you buy a car right now of about 30,000, within the next 4 or 5 years, no, that car is going to be worth about 15, 16,000. So it's not something that you can invest in. And guess what? Average American study shows that from 25 to 65, we make our payment throughout our life. From 25 to 65, so let's say right after school, then we call first car. That means in theory, near another 1 year side payment. In theory, near another 1 year payment. And if going on is gonna drive you nuts and it's gonna blow up your finances. So this is the time. I believe that Dave Ramsey book, Be a Friend, Baby Step Millionaire. It shows step by step. I will recommend that book for you. Your friend saying step by step how most people are more this country to be millionaires. How are people that are making about 40,000, 50,000 in a period of about 30 years, about a period of 20 years, 25 years, 15 years, steadily saving consistently, living under below their means. I will hit $1 million mark. I will recommend that book for you. And it's one of the books I will read here. I bet you say the American dream is still alive. It's still alive and it's still kicking. All you got to do is you have to have the plan. You have to know what you are doing. You have to know what is going on. I know so many people are talking about, oh, now you can't do this in America. Now you can't do this. No, it's still alive and people are still doing it. We have people making millions and we all know them. Some of the names I name, they made so much millions, but wow, you don't see them anymore. They are begging for money, but we have people that are making just 50,000 consistently, saving gradually, putting money away. Then you see after 10, 15 years, then it's going to get you where you want to be. You see, when you are sacrificing, sacrificing is not bad. Sacrifice is something you're giving away something, or like that is bad to gain good someday, and that's not someday along the line. See, which is sacrifice is not bad. These days we all want to live what? We all want to live. We cannot we cannot delay gratification. All we got to do is delay gratification, put us somewhere we have to be, and now we can invest in that. So yes, the idea that billionaires buy cars and make payment on it is never true. Steady trade say it's never true. So don't think say, millionaires are buying cars and paying, so you should also do the same. And two, they do not use used car, they don't use new cars, right? That doesn't mean that throughout their life they do, but they get to a point where they are comfortable. Because what it is, if you have a car and that car is going down in value, it's not investment. It's not investment because it's going down. It's like buying a car and thinking you're investing. It's like throwing away like $100 every day. It's not an investment. It's not something that you should invest in. But after you should buy new cars when the car is a small portion of your worth. Because if you're worth 1.5 now to $50,000, that car can just crash today and you'll be fine. But car, new car, abra, that car no, worth it about almost like to say the acre no, will be a worth in 50,000. Then you buy a 50,000 car. That's all you're worth. You feel it when anything happens to the car because it's not investment. Remember, cars are not investment, they go down in value. So, like I said, if you want to get there, I will recommend Baby Step Millionaire book for you. Okay, let's see the next thing that is also going on. That is also Americans spend more and pay less longer for new cars. Yes, these days we can see how it is. I quite remember first no crowd talk car. Now you're making payment. That's the highest amount for crack 4 years near there. Now it's changing because cars are getting expensive. Rates that was slow. People want to pay small too. See, but usually if you're paying small, that means you're spreading loan. Spreading loan so more. Maybe I was carry 4 5 years, and it means spread 7 years. Now, if you say we pay payment, but it was so because we more interest rate. You see, you'll say about 8 out of 10 new cars are purchased with loan or less. Remember, and yes, no, because steady trade say no that means yes, go through people that we don't have money, people that are not rich, people that are not winning with money, and you go through that process. You see, Chromas one fear it will run economy. And no will be running because the system is set up when we say it goes against you, and because they want you to borrow every money. Money borrow because that's where all my interest was. I quite remember say your brother be higher metana a wake a crowd or say in a bedroom or an economy so be you cash. Yes, the economy be by itself. And yeah, it between the amount for run it, but maybe if I won't run it because those interest rates this time will change now. Bit me save those things towards your retirement. Look, the average car loan at this time, as of today, is 40,851. 40,851. And guess what? How much? 725 with a rate of 658%. Which is 725 for a car payment. See, I have an issue here. When what I'm putting away and what I'm saving in my retirement or what I'm saving is less than my car payment. No, sometimes never boy dream when it makes sense. Why would a DME save for my future? Here less because maybe I'm saving 500, but my car payment is 725. You see, these days, see, all these people that are owing, we should scanner amount for owner. There are a lot of people that are paying more than $1,000 in car payment. That is cray. If you're paying more than $1,000 a car, it does not make sense. But amount for year. It makes us card here over a tiny of your payment. We build the word baby now. Whether you don't want me to enjoy the fruit of my labor, I want you to, but I don't want that fruit not to enjoy you. That means you have to take control first. Now you can buy the car and buy it cash. Because if you are buying a car and putting on your friends a loaner, you are paying at least averagely 27 to 725. And look at the interest rate. See, so on average, so we are putting on 68 months. 68 months, more than 5 years. The usual 5 years now first need. It's in Ushima. Look at it. Research crutches say cars lose around 60% of their value after 5 years. It's a car now. After 5 years, no, I'm losing 60% of it. Mathematically, if I buy a car right now at 49,000, 5 years time that car, no, the worth is 16,000. You see, 16,000. So it's not something that is investment. They are also investing. As like I said, they have classical cars. Not and can go up in value. That is different. We're talking of normal cars. You use the Kwejuma back and forth. Near the use now. It's not investment. We shouldn't spend too much time on it, but we can enjoy those things now when we are in control of our money. We have invested so hard. Now, if we buy that car and a crash in the crana and can you go to cry? You see, it will be worth 20 million. No, talk car. My friend saying 100,000 crana. And can it quote because that car no be a baby, and that is the stage I will see you. Yes, I don't want you to enjoy the fruit of your labor. I want you to, because one she now start to say, we start to talk cars I can see her. A bit point to be no, untimi cry enjoy takrano cry now one. And that's how people that are winning with money, they do not do that. And we're going to go through how gradually it's drews our mutim talkers, our motoni bicrana, be a union yescabibri, our started life kakra. Yes, started life, and I say, it be a risk for fry. The first thing graduates omotai, the first thing I'll be say, be rewarding yourself for the car. First of all, when you're Juma, and I say, or start your Juma be a kakra. First cry, and say, usually Adrian graduates and also be say maybe school at maybe 80,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. Usually most people know if we are averaging start around 40,000-70,000 and sana with experience near the costume. It's Nipan or rewarding itself already with payments. It's our student payment crowd already. Yes, our rewarding. By the time I scan a crana you making scanning hit your account, now it's gone. The car payment cars any BB I can invest in. You make sure say now no you go out there see a talk cars near their two payments. So because it does not make sense. It makes sense because what it is taking more from you. Adrian say usually millionaires they almost talk it's the same thing. Steady chairs and yes and it rather no ye muma ye niska and ye muma any control over our money no. Na yɛnum na de bia yɛkɔtɔ ne yɛde interest ato so ama yɛ. One, I didn't know yes one because they don't want to pay the interest. Now two, it's not investment. It's in the only time they will buy new cars or expensive cars they are paying cash and they know say if anything happen they don't really care because any omoshi and come coat crown and come shirt. The idea is the biano said the mechano. You flashy cars or beauty flashy cars are either see a thing say you pan to flashy cars now, flashy car now, which use with your friends one mortgage and that's what the interest at also and that's what a payment and yes and it's steady choice the people that are winning with money no they don't do that. And also look at the payment 725 steady situation your car payment now in Jida yɛgye yɛtua wie ebi okura yɛntua wie ne trading ni ne asa agya foforɔ nti all the time a period of 40 years no na say yɛ payment all the time yɛ payment all the time you see na mpɛ sɛ meyɛ ayi kakra wɔ ha ne yɛnhwɛ adeɛ sɛ if say yɛ start to see yɛ payment yɛ this that's like if we can put this money away sɛ ne yɛbɛtumi kora yɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn because sometimes no it doesn't make sense say with this 720 I mean I know maybe obi won't feel it by 720 a month I can tell you so many people are not putting that money away from their retirement. So many people are not putting. So why do you want to make that on a payment? That thing is losing in value. Me pese yenye yi kakra ha na yenhwe some year calculation kakra ha. See the first for a period of 40 years no. See ka se de bia ye de ye de 725 no. Ye ka se de to ha sen na ke betimi enya. See it's a lot of money. A lot of money. You know, a lot of money. All right. In investment calculator crowd, right? Investment calculator, I bet you say, okay. Say, if it's a period of 40 years, so you invested this 720, 725. We know, say, if you are investing now, you know, we're going to the stock exchange for the past 80 years, you say 10 years, some years were down, some years up, but averagely it's about 10 years. So you get 10 years, your car payments are now, this is over 5 million. That is crazy. Over 5 million we just throwing away. And most people that go through this process are on your car payment all the time. Those are the people that retire with no money. And they have to rely on social security. See, that is the reason why we have to make sure say, you look at Sky here to a good keke. Yeah, to Sky here to a good because the car it goes down in value. And your investment, yeah, it's the only time we talk car person, yeah, you know what may invest it, you know, you're free big guilt free. So if you are putting everything in places, you are investing right, you know, you are doing everything right, you're doing your budget, you have control over your money, and not only invest it because say if you are investing 725 now, which is a work out feeling guilty. Meanwhile, to be crying the income not coming to, and then sometimes and you know, you know, your student loan, your car loan, your mortgage sober, and I say rent or all those things are there. But you have to say you better reward yourself with something that it's not up in value, it always goes down. You know, example, you make 49,000 car within 5 years, that car was 16,000. You know, so but when you invested the same amount, you know, that investment in the up. So it's not always say or it's not wise. A bit continuous, a bit the same thing. No, a bit 70 725. Let's look at this another way. So many people, about 23%, you know, when it's sad say about 40% of the population cannot come up with $1,000 when there's emergency. And yet we are making $725 payment on a car payment. 60% of the population. So you can it this way. If we find so far now for 10 years, people are not so they wouldn't cry 10 years. emu safety. Because yenko asama ba omuni $1,000. They have to borrow. Either they have to use a credit card or they have to borrow. And yet, you pay $725 on a car payment. At the same time, 40% cannot come up with a $400. A $400. And in America, that's what the study says. That Americans, 40% cannot come up with a $400 when there's emergency. But look, you pay $725 our car payment. You pay that. You know, sometimes it's so sad that because when you talk to people, most of their financial issues, no, any income issue at all. Any income, because the income now we're making a right. It's the way we live. We live above our means. And if you live above your means, you always go through things. At the same time, it can be the moment you start talking about people say, oh, no, you have to live. Hey, I don't person at least it was making me enjoy. That is true. But that enjoyment, but rather you can save and enjoy after that. The end up we enjoy now. Na achieve financially no ho kyerɛw anaasɛ save na delay gratification na financially no why better. I will always choose that. Can save now na in the future no nneɛma atumi ayɛ yi. Nti yɛhwɛ yɛ next step. The next step say heading a car payment it may destroy our future. Heading a car payment it may destroy. You see, a whole chunk of our income, car payment na a whole chunk of it, because like I said, we share apart from house. The next idea where you bill so and I say where you tap so the boarding ushimwa yana car. When deciding who you are, you see a lot will be coming from you for that. I'm saying simple calculations we percentage of 12%, 10%. So if what is 700 all the time for the period of 40 years. So if the percentage, the rate percentage is 12%, we need 8.5 million. A year, 10% was about 5.6 million. It is also my yard. And like I said, most people that pay or make payment on cars are the people that at the end they just have to rely on Social Security. They are the same people that they have to rely on this on the Social Security. You move your 401k is your road crying. And so no, it more or a car payment. So and I say it the more a car abrai make a payment. That is something that is not great. You see your issue when what I'm putting away and I said the me save for my retirement or my future is less than my car payment. And I think say it should be issued to you too. No, so more than car no a more than you be added to retirement and our 401k and our rota. Then there's a question. And as utia car more than $1,000. A question. When you start talking about this, people start, oh, I don't care. I make 150,000. Yes, but you are broke because that money doesn't stay in your account. It doesn't stay in your account. All the money comes in, all the money goes out. You make 150,000, but you live on paycheck to paycheck because kind of a two accounts man and macra because it was so biagene there. Biagene there and son about drew. So a son about drew so and son waiting as still be. That is another mentality of the poor, the rich and the poor. You see, the poor, the rich people, they pay themselves first before they pay everyone. The mentality of the poor, We pay everyone before we pay ourselves. Time in real so no. Let's canasa. Into be huna ye juma continuously. Ye juma sa and so initiate that because you chill biaka and some ye chair honka. I can check BMC program. How about one nurse bi ano kase anase mi no edwuma pharmacy shop a wɔkase obi ba hɔ nom a ɔba bɛtɔ aduro $16 obi a retiree ɔbaa $16 na aduro no ɛkɔ $16 ɔntumi ntua ɔka kyerɛ say that guy says that he has been working from 16 years ɔntumi amfa sika nto hɔ ɛm sɛ yɛyɛ saa calculation no so ɔyɛ adwuma from 16 all the way na retire koraa 65 that is about 48 or so, 48 years or so, about 49 years. Say $100 crown to a month. Can man also a millionaire. It's crown to a month. Been working for 16 years. The interior for the beyond to all the way. Yes, I rely on Social Security. And one of the things that a queen was starting on a way. And to be able to commercial break it by a bit also because we have so many points. How everything I try, see everything I make sure say ebitimi ayɛ deɛ they are winning with money ɛyɛ a ebitimi de yakɔ we nti no yɛtwa yɛn ho aba yɛba a yɛbɛtoa so. Yes, sikasɛm ampa lombasi sikasɛm anyway deɛ menyae bɔ da yɛanyɛ sikasɛm yi a ma yɛ nneɛma so ntoto yie ma panyin kora no ayɛ akwaraa yɛaba back High Life Radio ɛna wotie boy Patrik Barfi sikasɛm program no ɛyɛ brɛ no where you help amanfoɔ ɔma get out of debt also take hold of risk and also help them to invest. You know, another topic no, how to turn your car payment into $1 million retirement. Say, beto aso wɔ ha na baabi a yɛduru no yɛafa afiri hɔ nom. So how you do it can pay how your car payment destroys your retirement. How your car payment destroys your retirement. See the 750 averagely, you know. This doesn't mean it will be a payment beyond 725 average. A new car payment, I think a used car payment is about 685 or so. You know, it be more than that, it be less than that, but averagely, you know, this is how much. You know, Shima a car a car payment on USA now 1.5 trillion. 1.5 with a T trillion. And yet sika ketewa I'm say ɛkeka kɔ deɛ be a student loan and nti yɛhwɛ the next one say bɛn so na ebɛtumi afa so a ebɛtumi eliminate your car payment forever. Kwan bɛn so na ebɛtumi afa so a ebɛtumi eliminate your car payment forever. So they make a steady trace say when you start to see a car payment now enjoy you know in fact say you use kwana see started bra you obey 25 talk about 68 months you just 725 you know no say yeah na time na be so a yeah then you're trading in a new one be banner say you're trading here sakoji another one it's the be any payment all the time you know in fact say so was that situation na wotimi cry try no watu awia na at that time will be 30 years wotimi afọ so watu your car payment awia for 5 years now. It's also be 10 in you know. Hold on to it a little bit. The first start 750 no. Then 25 no. So what is 725? I can say they go for 2 years. Yeah, 725 no for 2 years. That means 24 times 725, right? 725 times 24. About is 17,400. 17,400. It's you know, instead of the car no, yet me a anka ibesa change no. Because still, so a car new to a brand new car, now we use 5 years. That's what we are. It's still pretty new. You share steady, you know, say that is the time I know, yeah, and I say, yeah, you see, some crown queen, you can't free ho. Yes, I could new one. But guess what? Average millionaire, a use car, I for about 4 years, about 41,000 miles also. And at that point now, you do that time now, you reject a quacoji for phrase, I be make a payment. You hold on to a no kakra. And you can say 2 more years. It's a new car now, 12. This idea, one year, was spend it, what you 7 years, and now the 8 years. It will use 6 years in the chair and offer. Now another extra 2 years, 7 years. That's 725. No, now if you go a friend's money market account, you bring at least 17,400. 17,400 for 2 years. 17,400. We money market yen kopɛ baabi mfa nko invest na kwese time a yɛkɔ akɔyi no na bia into ayi no wɔ form ana bibisa nti the money market account. Inya with the same car na ye trade ye toy no dey fancy to 49,000 say be kind no. It 49,000 that's after 5 years, after 5-6 years no e be 16,000. It ye fancy by the time 8 years no they be 10,000 and 9,000. So now we have 17,000. Now it was 17,500. I turned that card for bare 9,000. That adhere to about bare 17,409. It even around bare 27,000. It bit me to 27,000 car. Me turn a cash. It to 27,000 car cash. Me repeated the same thing I hear. It is 770. Your finance still you make a payment. Now no by payment na buy ho. Interesting cool be a ho. Ya na payment na say buy ho. The money market account no, you started the same amount to start, you repeated the same thing. And guess what? Because you taught 27,000 car with kakrano. Now no, you bet my home another 5 years. The 27 times 5 no, 27 275 725,100 no, times 60 times 60. And my 43,500. So I'm saying you see no. It one. Yes, we are already in it. Ya talker. Until say me. Okay, say me that again I may. One my talker and me payment already. It is a two new car. Now say bit me a try na 6 years, you 2 year we are. Right? Now this system I be use so I bit me eliminate a car payment forever. I ain't car. You could lease and I say you could any payment be. The first yet every 5 years no, because steady say that's 6 years no. It we ya no near Kojifufro. Yajifufra near start to make payment in the period of 25 to 65, which is a period of say a working time. That time in a car payment. But most sana steady tre. So that time in a payment. It is be away sa process no maybe crowd will repeat by year. Now no 6 years we na kebekwa trading and I say beton car no and ya kwakwa tofufro na say no. You hold on to another 2 more years. That's 8 years. This time you used to car for 8 years. But guess what? You used to start car for 8 years. I'm a car 8 years you used to year. It may save 17,400. And I did in a year. That time car worth is about 9,000. You finally see a car, 49,000. Out of 49,000, if you had the value at that time, be 8 years now, that is the value of the car. Now you turn a car now, you between about 27, 26. In fact, almost 27, 26. Now you toss a car. Now you baby use this car for about 5-6 years. You use 5 years, you're 43,500. See, you use 6 years, which is about 72 months. It means using 6 years. Then it means save that amount now. You're 52,200. You see, but remember that car now you told 27,000, not 26,000. By that time, that's in worth and crab about 5,000. Now you told our car now you're 5,000. Near the case account. At this point, I don't know. Yes, me use that car be for another car. Me use 53,000, 52,000 plus the 5,000 worth of the other car. No, almost be emphasis 58,000. If I can still buy 27,000 car, I have extra money there for next time. Then instead of now 720 now me use for car. I start investing in that 720. It's certainly 30 crown and 36 years. If you start to see that money into our retirement, scarce and cry be me now one. If you bit me that calculation, say if you use that sikano at the age of 30 to the time I retire. At the age of 30 the time I retire. See you use that your friend saying scano or to the time I retire and I say it be crying a bit cut short. By that time you eliminate say your payment no. And when say start to see you eliminate that no so na e ma sika stay ho kakra. Hey, nti from that time to see kasi invest say at least sky be nyani. Let's say even in between the say they better cars. In between the crash near your class, the infancy spend it be 25. Be infancy sorry, or be 36 at that time. They can see invested from data. They be 1.8. At least 1.8. It now no, instead of the 729 Saudi payment for car, now you are turning that about $1 million, and that's a bit retirement be worth it more. I say if now we are retirement, no putting money already, you are not doing much. I just at cry 200 and I 300. Nothing become we who say 1,000 krana. I say 1,000 from base 36 all the way to time I retire. If you are there, it either way biano, I will say to me. Either way, then you'll be saying I will say to me. Car payment is killing us. In car, any investment. My suggestion is at the time we talk car. I will say talk car, new car, we enjoy and certain what you invest it. Yeah. Into you say from 25 now you buy out no. And you could to hoop to be kakrebi and to car be and board you be making payment. You pay 2,000, 3,000 car be say start to see a toa. You're looking from that angle. You're checking your shady. Say I started bra na me school into me started bra. Now no maybe started aye. It's beginning now no me reward myself with some make car payment biya. Me reward myself with that. By mum, the may say me pay bibi kakra bi na ma start here use. Me start to me use be about 2,000 car biya. 2 years now be 725 net one ma or 17,400 meeting the solid car. That time no will be 27. Let's say me repeat year now, right? And I be say me make payment no. Nah, it's for this 5 years no. Me invest that money. Now with the interest never become we say nyama start to change. It is here start ya to 17,000 car. Now we are delaying gratification. If you're not going to go the other way, a man for sick. So they make a plan. Also be where your money and yes, all 50 years or such so what's nothing no planning. And at the age of 25, 27, now I was fine meeting me used for 4 or 5 years. Now I start to say me invest here. At that time, so me year Juma at least me increment. Skebia na me make biana e cost kakra. Na say kasi invested that amount now. By the time I maybe there 40, 45 years now, I have a lot of money invested already. It's now I'm loosening up, right? Now I'm in place. Maybe I have a house. It's me It's by 40, 45 now. Yeah, okay. I can buy the car that I want. Because if I have a car, I have a house about 500,000. Now it's paid off. Have putting money away for my retirement, which is about 1.2, 1 million. It's my net worth is way up there, getting to 2 million. Now I can buy a car 50,000, buy a cash. You see, so I'm saying it's here. So when starting free anymore, now feel me do baby no now watch so. But starting a gradual see now that time with me. Now she steady chase most people crown. Yes, now I make an wage. Because if you are putting things together right, if you are doing your budgeting, if you are staying away from debt, fostering good quality relationships, giving and all that. Now, in a period of 10 years, it's not like a prosperity thing, but as you're doing that life, we say all of a sudden, financially, you are winning gradually. All the time you perceive, you say, there's big money being a me are winning. No, people are winning money, gradually, consistently, they put money away, small by small. We hear that story all the time. People that is a janitor, obi wu wayɛ adwuma obi anim sɛ saa ɔbɔ no wɔ sika so bebree wɔ hɔ ɔyɛ dɛn ɔstate wu kakra kakra kakra. At the same time, yɛte stories about people a yɛnim ɔmo especially sports people, they are making millions, hundreds of millions, by the end ɔmo nyɛ hwee. It is always about how much you can put away, how much you can save, even beyond your means. Now, guy now no starting 25 no, I would delay gratification say go back to new car, Brian a new car. I would mean to right away. It also put payment or interest down on any money now. Guess what? After 10 between 10 15 years now sa car na could be or turn a cash because we're setting the finances here. Or turn a cash. See, it's in a DNA pay. Be delay gratification. And I say now you want to enjoy it now. That's the problem with today. The problem today that you delay gratification. The BIA and say it make sure say you spend it next year. So we start it gradually. Now you can buy the car of cash. So you see, remember, my catcher say it's not like you're going to do this throughout your life. No, go across I'm 65 and no, we're starting year now in a year. You don't have to be 65 or retire and enjoy your money. You see, we in a year, you don't have to be that time and enjoy your money. You can always enjoy your money. And I said, within a period of 10, 15 years, it is we started 22, 25, in 40 years, you can say life begins at 40, right? Within 40 years, you are in control of your money. You're taking hold of your money. Now you can do the things you want to do. If your net worth is about 1.5, 1.8, 2 million, now auto car of 60,000. Said the Nameka Eliano. Car no show see and I say insurance credits when your insurance make a semi insurance, so make sure say we talk out insurance at also. I mean most states require that. So but say sure not be crazy and I say your fault and not be sakrana. And count good cry because we were 1.5, 1.8 million thousand. No, it hurts. But and you be ouch. You see, that is how it should be. You see, we now road yourself with a car. Now you make payments. Yes, money is so hard to get ahead. Most people so with this no cry no, but we say already they have payment, other payments, in your car payments no, they have other payments, student loans and all that. But can this plan work? Yes, it can. Getting rid of car payment terminal can, and yes, effective. Probably are doing this. In your planning, in your patience, we take you time. No planning this. See, so many people they say who should be winning in life or winning not in finance and coin all angles. It just did not happen. What's not mapping up. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going, and this is what it has to be. That will follow. It's gradually, a bit now what means so at the same time, what means secure your retirement. Now you don't have to rely on social security because we rely on social security so sometimes your visions, your dreams are after that with Senka. I meet to coin, my grandchildren, so. These are the steps will be to eliminate your car payment completely. Don't delay gratification a little bit, which we these days may hard for us. But if you can delay gratification a little bit, 4 or 5 years, it's going to be forever. I will be to enjoy those things now. What is the matter? You know, obi wɔ sɛ na saa nneɛma nyinaa sɛ bɛyɛ dɛ metumi mepɛ sɛ mɛyɛ ebi a metumi afolo saa nneɛma nyinaa yɛbɛtumi a get in touch mede yɛ information agu ayi no ase. You get in touch with us 703-981-1910, same as WhatsApp. The friend saying email so pny barfi@hotmail.com. We get in touch with me aboa amasa nneɛma nyinaa yɛ. Eti let's look at it this way, say ɛyɛ den na etimi ba sɛ wotumi sɛ asɛ nneɛma yɛ tough, but there are people who are still no things are going on well for them financially. Ɛyɛ den na etimi happen. You know, the mechanic, the way I hu nneɛma no ɛyɛ different because different because ɛnyɛ saa na nneɛma nyinaa teɛ. Ebi mu hɔnom a ofi sɛ anaasɛ ɔbaeɛ no ɔbɛtoo sɛ ebi a ne nua bi anaasɛ ne papa bi yɛ no ɛno ano continue yɛ. There's another way to live. You know, yɛma yɛate aseɛ sɛ as in this country no as a debt nko ara na ebetumi ama yɛ move forward. It's true. Ɛnyɛ true. You see, na yɛnim but say nneɛma bebree ɛɛba come to let's say the American dream is still alive. Nimpa bebree hɔnom because America no, it's not alive anymore. It is. Now the way I planning on nneɛma, the way I no, it is alive. It is alive. Until let's go back and look at steps. A bit me aboa yama financially so you're winning. Not just the car payment, but in general. A deal a bit me aboa you're winning. You know, I always say number one thing that we have to make sure it's not just the only good thing in finance, but also things that when you have control of your finances, when you have control of your money. Number one is budgeting. You know, these days there are a lot of budget apps around. You'll be able to draw paper so many. If you go online, type it, budget apps are free. You know, most of them are free. Some of them are, if you want to join your account, now you'll be able to a fee. But most of them, no one join your account are free. Budget any day. Budget is you telling your money what to do instead of wondering, you know, when. Most of the time, in your budgeting, you know, I think, and I may catch a group Biana, no more eating command can say, if you tell me you're not doing budget, I can easily tell you how much you have in your account, right? I'm saying, well, let me see, yeah, we can change on your budget to her. It wasn't precise the amount, but it was around it. So when your budget is very obvious, we spend it anyhow. So it takes a lot of money from you. You see, study say 93% of people that are winning with money started from nothing. They were doing budget after getting a lot of money, saving, and now becoming or winning with money. No, they're still doing it. That means it's a good thing. Because what it is before the money gets to you, you know where it's going. You know what you're spending, you know what you're giving. You know, they call gas, they call mortgage, they call rent, they call you know everything before the day. Doing the eco saving. So you are in control of that money. That is your problem. What it is most of us, we are not in control of our money. So money and a direct because you're not in control. The money and back and forth. But when you start doing budget, most of us, when we started doing budget, all of a sudden you raise. You see, all of a sudden now, why? Because now we are planning. Now we know what we are doing. We need say 1,000 first, maybe fee, na 1,000 then some bona me ho kyerɛ now you say we na meto. Na moment abe budget no pɛ no, we say we start eliminate the ones that are not really important. And it's saying because what it is if you try to spend that, you have just make me justify all the spending on with something. But start this all year budget. Now you only be spending on the needs first. The needs, not the wants. See, now you spend what you want. You see, the needs, especially in life, say our needs are something that needs now are not there. I need to make function well. One, I was seeing baby two. It's called 4 walls. Your 4 walls. You have to have those. I was seeing baby two. And don't just say, we'll see $1 million house and I will say at least you baby out that air comfortable. Two, transportation. I was seeing baby back and forth. And don't just say, we'll see a talk. Yeah, Bentley. Who is kind of now better fine. But one swan. I was seeing baby back and forth. That's number 2. Number 3, you never be that. No electricity, those things. No, I will say yeah, Juma. Number 3, no say never be. These are we are seeing now. The akabia you want. If you don't get the akana, yeah. But at the same time, this 4 was not the kunye because you perceive a koto car will be new subida car bafufra ebe kunye yintimintia. But if for the start, no starting at the expansion anyhow, now to the normal one, a bit me do go back and forth. As I start say about starting improve on one, fine. The same way like house. Now, money na, the same like food. Near be for now, let you know, we are here and not just every day be a restaurant, you'll be broke. Until under the 4 walls now, what's so your budget? Most of those things, no, as the table, then send you sit here. It was the wants nina echo out. Into all of a sudden, will be $1,000 and so on. Now no, once I feel sikana 607 so now buffer were cheap or $300 extra to use. So if you're going for there 6 months, every month we save with $300. That means $1,800 within 6 months. It all of a sudden, that never change. All of a sudden, most of finances is changing. I know simple when you talk about budget, almost the budget is so tight, budget and moment to no, you won't have a budget, also you're flexible, but you see people be also making sure that we budget. That means say scan every 2 accounts in what's spending the pepe. So they make an old eco savings, or the eco a friend is saying eco trade and we will be bia or miscellaneous. Almost all the time, a must say discipline. A man use rough. Because why you'll be BR already before, because when you, especially if you're on a fixed income, when you say every month be the 5,000 why you be BR that? It's all of that finances are starting to change gradually because now sikana and so no I feel a song cram and a bros. A song a man a bros. I'm a beautiful. It's not so start stable. That is number 1. Number 2, now we have to create emergency fund. I will see create emergency fund. Emergency fund. And it's saying emergency fund say a big create emergency fund, a big keep away or put money away 3 to 6 months of our living expenses. So if I spend it 4,000 a month, that means I need 12 to 24,000. 12 to 24,000 between that, depending on maybe I'll be comfortable. It depends on behind the especially if you guys are on a fixed income, what 12,000 a year month because they're hoping some million and billion at the same time. No, yeah, very rare. But some more way back on one business and about 10 and 9 back we are 1% for 6 months because 10 and 9 one and yet stable. In your dependency, but at least you need 3 to 6 months depending on your condition. Why do we need that? Because what it is if we don't want to go borrow money and all that, you need something emergency here you fall on. Remember, say study shows say 40% of the population cannot come out with $1,000. Sorry, cannot come up with $400. Right? 60% cannot come up with $1,000. These people, anything happen, also could borrow, and that's also use credit card. We know when you borrow or using all this credit card interest, we have to pay more interest on it. Rather, no, they taking more money from you. So you need emergency fund. The study shows a period of 10 years. Every American they go through. A lot of people go through emergencies. And you have that. And if you don't have emergency fund, more fee, but your spare room. in the office here. We need be pet. And there, the beauty of emergency fund is say it turns emergency to inconvenience. Say, what emergency fund, with your budget, everything is in place. Now, we emergency fund of 24,000. Now, your expenses monthly 4,000. That's all now more flat to form. And a big deal. It's inconvenient. But guess what? If you don't have any emergency, you have nothing saved. When your budget here, you see kind of song all the time. Now more flat to form a big deal. A big deal because it's kind of hot. And that's what they to credit cards and that's also called bank of so credit cards and your credit now we say any credit card and I say boo that means also pay maybe and I say pay what down for be a physical cash and kasa won ho the crew and person abitimi age obi a ho kire no obi asika so no pepepe they say a big deal as a refu cry na enkora ye daddy cry na unya na be wo mo twede nya be piano cry to because we go afu so emergency fund a turn emergencies into inconvenience. $500 emergency now was twice about 24,000 emergency over we you see emergency now about back near side about ship it's a name stabilize here at the same time I could be losing a juma and also lose a juma. The reason why someone you going to say that means say what's the amount now what's the amount for 6 months which means with that standard of living because we move on crowd and yes we lose a juma still now our expenses now was say but you be spend it that standard of living after be at 6 months at least hoping say at least by 3 months no when you're juma or replenishing the back and sometimes it's a more couple that's about losing the juma crana that means say also we should be back until at least emergency fund no you soon then so number 3 make sure you stay out of debt. Debt is a killer. Debt is going to destroy your financial future. More live on paycheck to paycheck. Then ever started either see a loan. Able brand new loan be to be and I see start to say school with loan. If you reward yourself with a new car, you're student your new car, or your koji apartment, you are different in Nagum, and also a hoka. Then Chenya Todai. Because after furniture na yɛato agu ne yɛasa akɔde fra bɛka ho na ɛkɔ so nti no saa yɛyere ana yɛkunu so ɔno so the same thing na yɛde akɔhyia nti wohu a short time no na afei yɛho dere sika no deɛ ɛba sika no ɛba a ɛntɔ hɔ na sɛ bɛyɛ biribi a ayɛ cycle na ɛkɔ back and forth yɛyɛ adwuma wɔ white yɛka asa kɛseɛ kama yɛdan kama yɛdresse kama ɛso ne yɛho kyerɛ we can't even buy food you make it 50, 150, 200, 300. By it means we can't even buy food because the next paycheck we're looking for the next paycheck. Paycheck na hit accounts now we're looking for the next 2 weeks and a week. Because we can't payment we make sure we stay out of debt. We stay out of debt so that we can save for our retirement. We can save for college. We can save for our vacation. Those things now you save when you are caught. The next thing was you make sure you foster good relationships. It's very important. John Rowan kind will say, if you put 5 of your friends together and you divide them at their income, that is your income. I know some of you are saying, say, I need a new friends. Yes, you do. I'm not to be rude to anybody, but people you talk to every day, you become them because you become who we hang out with. You become who we hang out around with. If you talk to somebody all the time and the person curses every 5 minutes, you'll be cursing every 5 minutes. If you are hanging out with losers, that they think say the American dream is over, and that they think say you can't do anything, they be a complainer, you'll be doing the same thing. Until you hear people that are very forward thinkers, people that are thinking say, you need those people in your life. And number 4, your situation mu say be a afeni ebe to dan a betimi asivu near the more down payment on yet me to dan near twitwa near to dan so already a betimi start to say 1 a budget, 2 you discuss kakra to 3 is save clear debt of see save retirement mu na afika kakra bia no need gu ye dan so it extra to go all of a sudden afi a dan so kofom you're saving all right or emergency fund or dan so we're bringing it down kakra na afi no at least we no so no we'll make sure say you are giving, the people that give yes almost can't no give no omu because omu give until no munyaska a part of success. People don't know that. So these are 5 things or 6 things no we say we gradually now in a period of about 10 to 15 years no automatically it moves you forward financially. You have control over your money. The dream is still there, just that also living it differently. If you bring too much debt on her, we also think that people leverage, and I say for leverage too much. No more munyeska. We should manye sanity. Nye sanity. Nemu putu sika kakra ho. Stay out of debt. Stay out of debt. No more invest it. They do things with cash. Because when you leveraging too much, you pay too much interest, and the economy goes up and down. Into 2 houses now, you're paying payment, making payment on both. Which means we rent it. That is fine. But anytime economy cut down, you cannot renting to Minchiano, they put you in trouble. And what they do is show fee no matter another one, no master teacher. Gradual process. And you get rich quick. Those things no was a firma Nyama started for me. At the same time, social car payments now. That's if you can eliminate it out here, the process now you go through now is simple, so it may eliminate your car payment. It might be hard, but it's something that is doable. What that situation is, I'll be to gradually on my whole time. What's not what planning, why calculation. Send them the two so I now from there, I mean payment I'm saving. Instead of every 5 years, I'm a changing car. Now I'm extending a 8 years. Let me save for more. No matter I can't the account. Now I'm buying car for cash. Because I feel limiting completely. So these are the process. Near the beer, the yet and say, heading was here the for baby. It was here the car, equal school of the car. Heading was here the loan for school. Heading was here the loan for car. House is different because houses are expensive, especially areas beyond my house. 600,000, 700,000. A house will be silver for that. You can fine. So also silver depend on how much you make. Because when we keep 300,000, that's all when you break. That's a see for 3 years. I could down for 600. A challenging there, but because the taxes quality taxes quite 70 krana, or 250 or 230. 230. If you can live on 250, if you can live on about 40, that means you'll be 190. 190, times 3, you're almost getting to about 600. It didn't depend on any city. By house there, that's BBB obitimi ato abra by mum obitimi ato abaji loan. That is fine. But no try say obel limit na kakra. Obitimi put more down. Say be your payment more because auto house. Now if you are paying more than 25 of your take home pay, man challenging. And the more between the ato no it may reduce your payment na kakra. Yeah. So the dream is still on. Obitimi nkɔ baabi a ɛwɔ hɔ mɛka bio wɔ this situation mu na wopɛ sɛ wohia help, get in touch. Numbers na yɛde ato n'ase no wobɛtumi get in touch, we can help you. The next thing that we also discuss is managing risk. Managing risk. We have to manage risk. Yɛmu bebree hɔ nom a nti ase because especially when you are at a certain age, those insurance and also manage risk, yeah, very important, especially say, who start to say, who family, who on idea. Of course, you need a life insurance. You see, insurance is not for you. Life insurance is not for you. It's for your dependent. Because if you are putting food on the table for your dependent, you're paying for their mortgage, your rent, right away, you need insurance for them, or you need to manage that risk. Also manage that risk, because we live with the same standard. There are some few risks you have to manage. One, a health insurance. It doesn't matter who you're old, young, tall, short, senior city biano. Now will be a life insurance. Or life insurance, health insurance. Called health insurance, it be a board thing, the board thing, it will be sɛ na obesi abɛyɛ bi a wo nsa bɛka biribiara ɔsɛ ɔyɛ. There are so many ways a wobɛtumi aforo so a wobɛtumi anya bi. Adwuma mmaa bi a wobɛtumi atɔ bi ɛwɔ the friends online. Obama one wobɛtumi atɔ bi. There are groups deɛ so ɛwɔ hɔ. Obiara ne situation ba wohia bi because woyare is number one, bankruptcy. Most of the causes, one of the causes are a high causes for bankruptcies, medical bills. Hospital kakra bi ba be 30,000. So we need insurance be a bit me ama from what you be 2,000, be 1,000, 30,000. To go hospital twice in a year, or the hospital twice in a year. That means say own and base 60,000. So you need to manage that risk. Number two, you need life insurance at the American. The moment I would depend on pay here be life insurance, we here between 10 to 12 months of your pay. Like say if you make it 100,000, that means we hear about between 1 to 1.2 million. And also, what it is because we see we use what they be feeling and a shame of fee. Say if we who be now 1 million to 1.2, that means what the 100 and between 100 and 120 neighbor fear. That's if the more dependent on bit me invest that money, I make it that. Remember, 10% you are. It is that means when you invest 100 to 1.2, 1 million to 1.2, they're going to get 10% of it every year at least. It's going to get them between 100 and 120. That bit me take care. I'm on bit me school. They also mean you need that. At the same time, we say we run ma be an Asian kora and the Asian quarantine. When you know here, no here be. Remember the oil, those are the things that you can't even quantify. So only who be ma, I was so poor beyond special kora. It usually was also taught insurance more so. It is both sides near whether we are doing us will be here because honestly knew her a be affect too because be a ono ye juma or the 100,000 be fina mo de hwem. But the oil sen Kenya uni hɔ ma Kenya so yeah ube hire obi amanaye. It you need that amount also. Usually omo mo ye juma omo ni juma omo hwem at least be 500,000 beto for that. Again, life insurance is not for you. It's for your dependent. Number 3, car insurance. The good thing is in most states, they're compulsory. They at least long-term and short, your friends saying disability. Usually short-term, within 6 months. Long-term, cheaper. Outside that, more. Here and also. Their insurance called umbrella insurance, and they say, what we hear that. With a car insurance, if you're more limit, I'll be amount. So when you be so sue. Well, umbrella insurance are a very cheap. Maybe one share anything, be a couple of $100 for the whole year extra. And we see the step in no be amount. So they are intimate bring it down. So these are some of the insurance you need. Long-term care. So we be our safety. We city and up. We hear care maybe. We hear long-term care insurance after 60 boarding. And that steady chest say usually undi 60 won 10 here the papa udi 60 pay the possibility say 64 ne free udi 60 ekona 85% of those people no they are here say you need that also. Those are some of the insurance I here and manage risk nti esa na obobra na sa nyama kitinti ba a disruptive. You put those things in place. You move on, especially life insurance, any health insurance you need. And yet, recently there are so many there for CCC away community meeting say, "Omo and ye and koyisa." You see, it tries to sign when you be put in place. Now, boy, and your friends and your family members. Now, when you are, yes, we move soon, keke. Oh, go move soon, so move soon, quick, first scroll, medidi. I'll put this name in place, a poor continuing. At the same time, you have insurance, so it's me boa. These days, no, hanma na wait me manage race back home because BBC I was see a call back near Koboa. When you're prepared, your insurance it me cover them. I don't see BBC or fear. I'm talking of death and I'm besides here with me just insurance in the Koboa. All those things are there. I bet me a boy. My own manager race, my name not to ye boko amount. You know, ne hana yedi win ever. But before then, you share the affirmation of the week. Affirmation of the week. It says, I'm in control of my life and my destiny. We are all in control of our own life and our own destiny. Be in control, unless if you want somebody to, we give away and everyone. And I say, I'll be in control. So I am in control of my life and my destiny. I am in control of my life and my destiny. I am in control of my life and destiny. Yes. Yep. So these are some of the things I hear. Like I said, consistently we keep on saying that, especially when it comes to life and health insurance. Life cripple. Life insurance, at least. Yeah, life insurance is not for your dependent. I know some people why in such a way say, best I invest my amount. I want you to buy life insurance. For me, that is not ideally. But say and the bay fine because you don't need life. You have to invest the difference. Invest it into life insurance. About dependent. So maybe for you invest for you, not to life insurance for your dependent. Hey, yes, health insurance. Make sure say who will be. Boy, those things not a hard dream. People who need those things now. They be out try so build the water and settle back because anything happen, you have to go back. Things say we'll check it, yeah. I get all those 8 insurance that you can't go without them. So check it out. Oko High Life Radio now YouTube channel Patrik Barfi YouTuber Ubinyasa 8 insurance that you can't go without. Between check in so say opposite who see still so between get in touch information national 703-981-1910 between help ammonia sane mani between help ammonia sane mani you go over and they discuss in intimi and wrap up say your time they'll call so and your topic na how to turn your car payment into $1 million retirement. How to turn your car payments into $1 million retirement. How to ditch your car payment forever. All right. And he said, "Nipa will bring car payment and may live on paycheck to paycheck because payments are huge. You're dreaming and say millionaires make your car payment. No, and that's when we use new cars. No, we use slightly used cars 4 years old with a 41,000 miles on it. And usually Toyota or Camry will be a lasting because I'm building them a year from start up to good cars and some be a lasting between 10 years. And if you want to be 8 out of 10 million years be anywhere a loan to so by money to so David Ramsey book Baby Step Millionaires it stated those things how between a boy and way away. The next one, it was you're spending more. You spend more, like a longer payment for new cars. Let's see, because what it is, months no quetch, let's 7 years near that's three car payment. First, now car 5 years, 4 years. Now, you pay $725 dollars a month. 725 average car payment, 40,851, which is very huge. The reason why you don't want to put so much on the car is it goes down in value. We talk car 49,000, 5 years, 6 years, maybe 16,000. It's not something that you have to invest in. I don't just say menu so idea, but what's to yeah, a bit pay for cash. Worth is about I'm so make it. Worth is about Nyamiche Kufuor say I tried doing a life insurance, but when they took my blood, they said they can't give me one. Bro, me name situations in this tier, yeah, minimum be a sad not happen. Me name say be our chronic disease be an abibisa, but I keep on trying. Me name sometimes a term life now try and that's a year. Go on and try be a friend saying other one in share. A friend saying other insurance type and so share. And that's what me get in touch 703-981. I bet me I try different one. The number ne go see and WhatsApp, email. Get in touch with me. Say be bet me. I try BB so baby for from our. I don't know. I can't guarantee though. My whole situation be I try and that. I have to know the situation first. Yeah. It's say the in the baby. It's not. Don't try to invest too much in cars. And yeah, boy, a year calculation. So spend it 725 for a period of 25 to 65, which is 40 years, in a rate of bare 10%, in number almost 5.6 million. Yeah. The next one, payments no destroy retirement. It's true. Why the payment you're making is more than car payment is more than the security to the retirement. It doesn't make sense. But hey, you make it 60,000, you use 50,000 car. Does it really make sense? But yeah. I will see a dream. I'm sure I won't dream home, sir. Next one is eliminating completely. And also, the process, we start to sell the 725 air 204. 2 years ground, about 17,400. Instead of saying we used to car for 5 years, now we're trading in. We're train for 2 more years, and now we're 17,000. Tons of car, now they come now with me and your car, not on the cash. Now, if you were another 5 years, when you're 43,500, you see, not on that car, they come out. When we in the 6 years, grana, when you have 50 something thousand. So bit me yes, we'll bit me, be a bit me a plan. When you ask for a shema, maybe no so be, say quite a bit me a faso. Into moi, live fine because financially, if you're not doing well, at the same time, so information be a bit me I get here, bit me about investment be you and baby. But discussing program near the brown, your boy Patrik Barfi. Every day, every Monday be a share 7 to 9 p.m. The program near baby are there. But before then, make sure say you spend wisely. You spend wisely, invest intentionally, and give. Hala.